Man, but right now, you see what's going on. You're now tuned into me, $1 million worth of game. Now listen, man.
We ain't got the third best.
No,
we ain't got the second best.
No.
We got Numero Uno, El Capitan.
And you know what's crazy, man?
Huh?
This episode is real personal to me, right? Because I've been watching this boy since Penn Hill, man.
Get the fuck out of
Back
here.
when he was, back when they used to call him Big Boom, you know what I mean? His mom used to call him Head, right? This back in the day when his mom called him. I've been rocking with him. I've been there since he was knee high to a butterfly. So this is a really emotional moment for me. When they won, I cried all night for no reason. I just cried because this is my team. And if y'all don't know, all the Ram Nation out there, listen, I'm the head of the fan club. This is my team, man. I cried, man. That shit hurt me, man. I was like, damn, man. It was like I was on the field, man. I felt like I was there, man. But I've been with him since day one, man. A lot of y'all knew. Y'all knew. When he was at Pitt and all, I was here, man. I was here, man.
Let me tell you something.
What?
You a lying motherfucker.
What I'm lying about?
How you found out what high school you went to? You Google.
No, I've been on him. I've been on him, man. I'm from Pennsylvania, man. I've been on him, man. What you talking about?
Hey, we got Aaron Donald in the building.
We got the
man.
beast up in here, man. This boy right here, man. This boy. So now we got a cheat code for everybody out there. When he be going into the field, he be listening to Hardo from Pittsburgh. So y'all know to take that little grease. I don't know about the weight room stuff, the weight room and the speed training and all that. I don't know. Y'all got to get your own packaging on that. But I gave y'all a little cheat code. You know what I mean? He coming out here in beast mode.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by none
New
other.
Amsterdam vodka.
New Amsterdam vodka. Now, life ain't going your way.
Shot of New Amsterdam vodka.
You caught your woman cheating today.
Shot of New Amsterdam vodka.
They told you your check was in the mail and that bitch didn't come your way.
Shot of New Amsterdam vodka.
It's distilled 5 times, filtered 3 times. If you speak Spanish, that's 1, 2, 3. For a clean, crisp finish. So you could drink it with anything, straight up on the rocks. Make the classic New Amsterdam mule, juice, soda, whatever your choice is. So when you're out and about at your local liquor store, you know what to do. Get you some New Amsterdam vodka, the official vodka of Barstool Sports, $1 million worth of game. And shout out to the New Amsterdam queen. She don't like, she hate when I miss her shout out. Shout out to the New Amsterdam queen. Be at the crib cocktailing it up with the New Amsterdam. Get you some. Right. So, AD. Beautiful sun in the background.
Yeah, little AD, he coming soon.
Yeah, he already bench pressing 42 pounds in 6 months. So get ready. AD, Super Bowl, 8th year, finally happened. What's the feeling, brother?
Dream come true, so I've been saying, everybody keep asking me, it's hard to put it in words, man, because, coming from where we come from, inner city of Pittsburgh, you dream about stuff like this all the time. So to be here right now and like really living in the moment, it's like, it's hard to put certain things in words, but it's like a dream, man. Like you dream about things, but I passed anything I dreamed about and accomplished more than I ever thought I can accomplish from just putting the body of work. And so I'm going to be here right now, calling myself a world champion, here right now on the show that I watch and I enjoy watching with you guys and battling with y'all, man. This is dope. So I appreciate this, man. But ain't nothing like being a winner.
Yeah.
Well, you was always, because to my knowledge, I believe you was the only defensive player to be the number one on the top 100, right?
I think J.J. Watt too.
J.J. Watt? Yeah. Well, shout out to J.J. Watt, but that's some extraordinary shit.
Yeah.
To pop up number 1 in front of the quarterbacks.
Oh, he was number 1. Where was this?
Yeah, see, you.
I didn't know that.
I thought you was up on him since high school.
No, but I didn't know. So you mean to tell me he was number 1 more than anybody in the NFL?
Yes.
Hold up.
Yes.
Hold up. See, I must have missed that. When was this?
This was maybe 2018, 2019.
So,
18.
We already know, everybody say, man, this is a team sport. That's politically correct. You got to say that. But how do it feel to say, ain't nobody in the NFL got shit on me. I'm that guy. How did it feel like when you woke up in the morning?
And I got voted that guy by everybody in the NFL. All the players voted.
So
who's the best player in the NFL?
Hold up. I thought the media. So you mean to tell me the players in the NFL vote for who the best player?
Yes. For top 100, they
Top
do.
100.
So somebody I'm tackling vote? Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah,
Somebody
he's
slammed
bad.
on.
He bad. He
Somebody
bad.
slammed on his neck in the third quarter. Said he's the
I didn't know
best.
that. Damn.
How does that feel, like
That's
amongst
major.
your peers? Because to all the youngins out there, when you're a professional athlete, you're one of the greatest individuals in the world. It's only probably a few thousand, 2,000, 1,500, something like that, players in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for you to be selected the best player in the NFL by your peers, like what type of drive did that bring to you?
It's crazy. It's motivation. Anything that me personally, I can just only speak for myself, that I accomplished. I'm not somebody that get satisfied and like feel like I arrived. I feel like you accomplished that. You got to do more, because on top of making a name for yourself, you get it. Now everybody know who you is. Now everybody gonna try to find ways to slow you down. Teams is gonna try to find ways to slow you down and take you out of the game. So I can't allow myself to slow down. I gotta keep working. I gotta find ways to get better. I gotta make sure that I'm in top shape all the time, all year round, because my job get harder. So I gotta keep playing at a high level. So because the game's a lot more fun when you're making plays.
Absolutely. And when you're losing.
Yeah. I could tell you about that too. So, but it feel good. Anytime you accomplish good things, great things, and then you're voted by your peers for something, it's a blessing to accomplish that for sure. So, it's never my goal to accomplish something like that, but on the verge of just putting the work in and focus on what I'm trying to focus on, accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. A lot of things come with that. So,
right. So, if you had to pick the dream defensive line to play with, you hear me? Because you one of them players you can rotate. You can go at tackle, you can go at DN, you could go. So where we putting you at?
3-tech. I'm a 3-tech, defensive tackle.
Oh, what's
Okay,
what's DN mean?
Defensive end, that's the outside when
You
you
said
rush.
DN. Oh, DN. I knew that.
Okay,
All right,
so
cool.
so if you a tackle, this your dream scenario. You playing?
I tell you.
Okay, who's on the right DN?
We got Von Miller out there.
Okay, so you keeping your team in.
We got great games at nose tackle. We got Flo outside.
We
already got the dream D line. What you talking about? What you talking about? We already got the dream D line. We good.
That was a good one. That was a great way to clean that shit.
That's the truth.
As of right now, that's the best.
We just
He
won a Super
skipped
Bowl with
over
it.
Reggie White. He skipped over Bruce Smith.
They right now.
It's about now.
They right now.
It's about now.
It's about now.
I respect all the greats who did it, but I'm talking about the guys that I just won a Super Bowl with, and I seen the way we worked, the way we played with each other. Ain't nothing like it.
When Vaughn came in, what did he add to the team?
His leadership role. For me personally, talking with Vaughn, me personally, I'm a guy that always want to find ways to get better. On the field, I can do some things, but I think as far as a leadership role, being more of a vocal guy, he was a guy that talked to me a lot. Like, these guys got to hear your voice. You need to speak up a lot more. And I feel like he challenged me with that. And I stepped up to the plate and did that when we needed to. So I definitely, show a lot of love to Vaughn. That's my guy. We trying to get him back. Hopefully, he come back, run it back.
Vaughn, what you doing? You got to run it back. Vaughn, you got to run it back.
Got to. So, but that's my guy, man.
It's like the mob. When you beefing with your woman, what are you doing, Tony? You got to go home, Tony. Go home, Tony. You got to go home. You got to run it back. You have to. But
bring the dream team back, man. Why not bring the whole team back?
Absolutely. And shout out to y'all coach, man, because I didn't know if it was a good situation or not, because I had already seen y'all go to the Super Bowl with a quarterback.
Yeah.
So and not too many teams even get a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Facts.
So for me to see y'all go to the Super Bowl, lose, get rid of y'all quarterback, bring another quarterback was kind of like, but y'all pulled it off.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that too.
Yeah, y'all pulled it off. I had to ask Jalen,
Yeah, I heard you talking about that.
I had to, but y'all pulled it off. So shout out to your coach, for understanding what he needed to get y'all there.
I think he did a good. Sean, he's a genius when it comes to football. He know the X's and O's. He understand the game. He understand certain things he need to get to over that hump. And Les did a great job, the GM, as far as making things happen and bringing them in. So I think it was an overall great job by the organization, and also when them guys got there, finding a little place where they needed to be and just molding in with everybody else and everything flowing how it did. So
I think him being a younger coach, I don't know, but from the outside looking in, it looks like he really connect with y'all.
Yeah, he really do. me personally, I got a close relationship with him. Just not outside of football too. When it comes to personal things with me in my life, I'm able to talk to him about it. So I got a lot of love and respect for Sean.
He looked like a player's coach.
He is.
He definitely looked like a player. Just from the outside looking in, the way he be charged up, he running down the sideline, he celebrating with the players. That really is not an NFL thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The NFL was more like Bill Belichick, Bill Parcells, old school.
No smiles,
they
no
score,
nothing.
you don't smile, you don't do nothing.
No
Only time you ever see Bill Belichick smile is when the confetti coming down. Then he go,
yeah, a little light one.
You know what I mean? So for him, he coming in, he young, he vibrant, he changing the game. You know what I mean? And he's a genius as far as the offensive play. That's what he do, right?
But he offense, but he know the defensive schemes too. That's a great thing. He's not just obviously he know the offense side of the ball, but he makes sure that he know what we doing on defense to the point, to the call, to the check. So he's in the mix of everything. So he's just different.
Best part about being a world champion.
It's so much, man. I can't pick just one, but it's just a lot that come with it, man. It's like, you accomplish a lot of things, and it's a blessing, and it's good, but being a world champion, it hit different. It's different. It's like, hey, my dog Vaughn kept saying, it's football heaven, fam. He kept saying that. And I just texted him a couple of days. I said, it's football heaven. Because the opportunities you get, certain places you at, the people you get to meet and build relationships with, and
opportunities
that's big and used outside of football. That's what it's about. So I can't complain about.
How do you keep your name clean? Because we live in the sports where there's so much going on, and it's so much. Once you go to the league, the money hit.
Yeah.
The cars come, the jury come. You got the fake people, women, men coming at you every which angle. Everybody got a business plan, a business ID. I'm gonna do this. You got the club. You go to the club and shut it down tonight, or you can stay home. What kept you grounded and say, you know what, I got to stay on my game?
Well, one thing my dad told me, getting drafted, he said, always stay true to yourself. So that's the main thing. A lot come with it, a lot of money, and it's easy to get, swamped and with everybody's telling you and get your head big. But, you stay focused on what you trying to do, man, and you move how you got to move. And me personally, I got kids, so I got my kids to worry about, and I got people that look up to me. And at the same time, I ain't moving around dumb. I stay with a small circle. I stay with a lot of people that's around me that make sure I ain't gonna do nothing hard-headed. I'm at a point in my life where, I'm a little wise, so I know what to do, what not to do. But at times, trouble can try to find you, but that's the whole point of having good people around you to be like, nah, we gonna leave. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? And make sure that you're in the right place, man, because it's easy. It's easy to get yourself in trouble. It's easy to do some things that, the blood, all the hard work you put into this, but I work too hard to give it up, From where I come from, I ain't supposed to be where I'm at, but, I work for this. So I ain't letting nobody take that from me or take that from my kids and my family, because we're in a position where we blessed, and, it's about building generational wealth, so ain't nobody going to take that from my family. So
now, every time I see you, most of the time, it just seems like you don't do nothing but just work out. Like, that's all you do. You don't go to the movies. You don't watch movies. You don't go to restaurants. You just work out. How's your workout regimen? Because you got young kids in these high schools and these colleges looking at you like, he's a beast. Yeah. Like, what turned you up in the gym, man? What made you really just be a gym head?
Honestly, my dad. My dad was a big, strong guy that was working out all of his life. He got me into working out when I was 12 years old, though. So.
Oh, so you got it genetically, huh?
Yeah. So, but I grew up. I was a little chubby kid. I was lazy. So the whole point of getting me out that lazy stage was getting me working out with him, and I kind of got addicted to it. You start working out a little bit. Then I start seeing a little change.
Oh yeah, you seen little abs come in.
Like, I'm all right. I like that. So I got addicted to working out and got into a work ethic. You got to think, like, I was in high school, waking up at 4:30 in the morning before school to work out with my dad before I went to school. So I was already getting ready to be a pro before I was a pro, and we didn't even know that. We was just working out, just what we was doing. So my dad prepared me for a lot. At the time, we didn't realize what it was for. It was just working out, trying to book right and be my dad's workout partner. And it blew bigger than what it was. He created a monster, man. Like, it's just something that I love.
The whole time, Dad just wanted a workout partner. Get up, man. I need somebody to do push-ups with me, nigga.
But it was to the point when I started waking him up, like, we got to work out at 4:30. Let's go. What you doing, man? So it's just the work ethic that I got from my dad. But I still have fun. You know, I train a lot, but I train all year round. So you got to think. Monday through Friday, I'm training, and Friday usually my days I can drink a little bit and have some fun. Saturday recover, and then Sunday recover. But sometimes I might go with my speed trainer on Sunday. So really Sunday through Friday. So it's just a work ethic, but I still have fun, enjoy myself.
This the game that I want you to get a youth. Break down to them, because if you want to be AD, you want to be great, you want to be a Super Bowl champion, you want to get paid for playing football, you might be at Michigan, you might be at Nebraska, Iowa, Penn State, Pittsburgh,
Jackson State. What's your workout regimen? Like you wake up, you go to the gym, you come home, you sleep, you go back to the gym. Like how do you do it?
I'm just gonna tell you what I did this week, because right now it's not like it's still a hard workout, but it's not amped up how it's supposed to be.
Because it's off season.
Yeah, like no, not just because it's off season, because I just played like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot.
You know, I'm still training all year. Like, you know, I took a week off and then I was back in the gym, but I ain't really start amping.
Don't let that go over their head.
Yeah.
He won the Super Bowl, took a week off. Now that week he took off, that's because he was crying. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Like a baby. I ain't gonna lie, like a baby.
But after he could have took the whole off season off. I done it. I'm at the top of the mountain, baby. I can chill. No. He's never satisfied. You can't be satisfied.
So that basically
with being great.
That basically means he's coming back.
I'm gonna tell y'all this workout plan though. So this week all I did was so I wake up at 6:30. I take my kids to school every morning. 8 o'clock, I'm in the weight room. I'm doing cardio, doing my running. I start my actual workout at 9:30. Done probably around like 11:45, 12 o'clock. Come home, relax for a minute. They'll pick my kids up from school, bring them back. Tuesday, same thing, same concept. Then Wednesday's more as my speed trainer, more on the field, doing my footwork, more acceleration things. And then come home, massage. By that time, I got it's time to pick my kids up. And then, you know, Thursday and Friday, the same thing. So, you know, just working. And then
and that's the light workout.
Yeah, that's the light week. But
when you all the way in.
So all the way in, I start back Sundays. Sunday with my speed guy on the field, training, bang, bang. Then Monday in the weight room, some cardio days. Tuesday with my speed guy. Wednesday, weight room. Thursday with my speed guy. And then Friday working out, finish that workout. Then Friday's my after I'm done with my workout day work, that's my fun day.
Okay. And you eat what you want?
No. I'm a little bit more strict with what I eat, because, you know, I like to look good. So, you know, to keep my abs, I got to eat right. So right now I'm not eating no bread, so no carbs and things like that. But I eat pretty normal. I just don't eat the snacks and all the fried food and stuff. So
okay, that's damn, he ain't playing.
So you ain't go vegan on them though?
Nah.
He said, "No, I need some steak."
I need some steak.
He said, "I need that steak burnt up."
I'm still a D lineman. I still got to keep it up, but I just, you know, I like to look a certain way.
Absolutely. So 2023, because you jump past that question.
Did he? He bounced. Oh, he did. He done.
2022.
He shook around that like a quarterback that seen him coming.
Hey, he does this shit like Barry Sanders. Huh? Get out of here. You don't want to put it out there if you're coming back or not, huh?
No, so I had conversations with the Rams. We talked. And
you gotta come back. It's like the mob. You gotta go home. You won a Super Bowl. You gotta come back for another one.
We bring the guys back, certain guys back, and then we got a real shot to repeat another really winning Super Bowl. Why not come back and play again?
Yeah.
You know, that's all it's about. You know, I experienced this. It's like I thought I would want to be done, but I got addicted to it. It's like I ain't said if I want to get it one more time. So,
yeah.
It's about,
and then but you know that one more time turned into one more time.
Hey, we're gonna see.
Four more times.
We're gonna see after we get this second one. That's what we're gonna do. So, but I'm hungry. I'm hungry to try to get another one for sure. I can't lie about that. So,
yeah, I think the worst part about winning the Super Bowl is every time a team win a Super Bowl, here come all other 30, 31 teams. They want to take your players.
Yeah. You're right. Guys are getting paid. That's what it is.
Yeah. And then for guys, they be like, okay, I won the Super Bowl. I got to go get my bag now.
You got to respect. It's still a business at the end of the day. People got families to take care of. And, you know, it's easy for me to say because I experienced that big payday, and everybody ain't get that yet. So Me personally, I understand it's a payday, but guys that experience this, and it's really not about the money no more. It's more about this feeling of being a world champion is just different.
What year did it not become about the money no more?
For me, once I got that big check. But no, honestly, it was. I never was a guy that played for money.
We played because we loved the game.
You grew up. We played this game for free as kids, but this is still a business. So, I played the game. That I just never worried about. I got to do this to get paid. I want to do this because I want to. I want to win. I want to be the best. I want to be great. And on the verge of just working my ass off and pitting and working, all that's gonna come with it. You just don't worry about it. When you tend to worry and think about stuff like that, I gotta get paid. It's never gonna come how you want it to come. But when you just focus on what you need to focus on and really work, it's gonna be so much that come with that, man. That's what I try to tell kids all the time. Like, don't worry about money. Don't worry about the individual accolades. Really work to just be the best at what you do at a high level and really put the body at work in. And I'm talking about the work you doing. I ain't saying when your coach is telling you to do the extra rep. I'm talking about when nobody's watching you, nobody's telling you to do it. You put that extra rep in and you do the extra work on your own. That's when you're going to accomplish more than what you ever thought. I'm a living testimony of it, so that's the best advice I can ever give a kid is just really work. And I mean really put the time in, the effort in, and you grind for that, man. You won't believe the things you accomplish and the things that come with it, man. It's truly a blessing.
Now, this is the thing. I got to put some people out there. I got to put people, it is what it is. When they see you breaking through, who had the most fear in their eyes when they seen you coming, man? You got to give me the top 5 guys. Top 5 guys that thought death was near when they seen you coming. They like, oh, shit. You just seen it. They was like, ah. They was screaming. They just was screaming inside. Go ahead, throw it out there.
He don't want to throw the offensive lineman under the bus.
It ain't just offensive lineman. It's a few people, but I ain't going to do that.
He ain't going to do them dirty. See, he's sparing me being nice. Throw some names out there, Gil.
All the left tackles. Wow. and the guards. As soon as they line up. But the thing is, what's so crazy is they'll tell you that. Like when you watch, you don't watch top 100 players. When they talking about them, they like, it's gonna be a long day today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I go to work and we gotta play them, I know that it's gonna be a long day today.
Gil once told me some stuff, right? He was talking to a player. Gil said it's $1 million a sack. Is that true?
Yeah, you get some sacks, you get paid a lot of money. As long as you can keep 8 sacks and up every single year consistently, you can stay alive in this league for a while.
Damn,
man.
so a young player, all they got to do is come have a mindset. I'm going there, I'm getting 8 again.
Man, don't tell them that, man.
I'm getting 8. I don't care what I do. I'm just getting 8. That's a lot, though.
And the reality of it is, right, because one of my business partners is Tom Bahali from the Kansas City Chiefs. Shout out to my brother. That's how he broke it down to me. He said, Gilly.
You know what? That was my team back in the day when the Nigerian Nightmare was on there, Christian Okoye. That was my team back then. Back then.
He told me, basically if you a D for lineman and DN, he said this is almost like a sack is $1 million. You get 10 sacks a year, you make $10 million. You get 15 sacks a year, you make $15 million. It's going to be around that area. He said, so for the D lineman, he said the tackles and everything, that's cool. That means something. But them sacks, man.
Yeah, it's always going to go quarterback and then the pass rusher. Then you're going to get your with your left tackle. That's going to be paid crazy. So
right. And he also said, it's not just the sacks. Is because y'all keep stats on how many times you pressured the quarterback.
Quarterback hits all that.
And hits. And so he said when you add all of that up, if you get some sacks with all of that, it's $1 million a year. That's $1 million a sack.
But you got to do it consistent too, because there's a lot of guys that can accomplish that in 1 year, but you got to see what they do the second and third year. But if you can do it consistently, then you can last in this league and make yourself some money for sure.
Right, because there's always a guy or two that get a breakout 11 sack season, then they come back the next year and they got 2.5.
Yeah, so you got to be consistent too.
You got a lot of people out here that play college sports, right? Mm-hmm. But they never got a chance. Like him, but he ain't have a chance. He was a bum. But Pennsylvania school too, Cabrini, nobody knew about him. Well, whatever the case, when did you know going to Pitt? Like I'm going to the league. What year was it? When did you really know for sure? Like I'm going.
I After my junior year, I knew I had an opportunity. I thought about leaving early at the time because that's when my daughter was about to be born. So I thought about it. I sent my grade in, and they gave me like a 5th or 7th grade pick or something last round, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna come back another year, you know, trying to be an All-American. And, you know, my senior year ended up being like my best year. I had some crazy stats, ended up getting 4 major awards as a defensive lineman in college and the top player, and ended up going first round. But I would say my senior year, once I started, you know, having some success to the point where I was like, and I was more comfortable to the point where I know I can go to this league and dominate because I dominated at the college level.
So it wasn't until your senior year that you knew?
I knew my junior year I had an opportunity, but when I said I knew my senior year I was going to get there and I was going to be fine when I got there. So my junior year, it's like,
I can go,
but am I really ready?
Right.
I felt like I ain't really dominated enough at the college level how I wanted to, and my senior year just stamped that for me. I was like, oh yeah, I can do this.
What was the hardest adjustment when you got to the league?
I would say just meetings and things like that. It's a lot of meetings that go with it, a lot of film study. Obviously, I was already into the film studies, but just the meetings and the long days and stuff like that. So just adjusting to that was different, but I was good. Once I got there, I felt, you know, I had a coach by the name of Coach Mike Waffle, my first defensive line coach, and I got there, and you know, I'm in there watching film one day. He comes in, he's like, he's writing on the board. He said, he turned to me, he said, I'm gonna be saying a lot of things in this meeting room, man, but I don't want you to listen to nothing I say. I just want you to go out there and play. You know, for me personally, for me being a rookie that didn't do nothing in this league yet, for him to give me that confidence, to give me the green card to just play and just do me right away, that's all the confidence I need. And that's when I was like,
damn,
you know, it was time to go from there. And then, you know, played your first game and you had made some big plays, and I was like, I can translate what I did in college to this league. So
when did you know I'm on a different level in the league? Like, all right, I didn't know I was going to be this strong, but I'm strong. Like, I'm stronger than everybody else
in the league.
I had a good rookie year. Got one defensive rookie of the year, Pro Bowl year.
As a rookie. Talk to me.
Then my second year came back. Was just one of like, I'm gonna be the best defensive lineman in the league. That was my mindset. The best D tackle to play. I'm gonna be the top guy, and I'm to be all Pro Bowler that year. And then my third year was the year where I started making some noise, and it was like first my double-digit sack year. You know, because I went 9. Well, that was my second double-digit sack year, but it was my first year that I felt like I was really dominating. And
so you had double-digit sacks in your second year?
Yeah, I think I had 9 sacks. I know I had 9 sacks my first year
as a rookie,
and then my second year. Yeah, I had 11 sacks my second year, and then my third year was a good year. But that's when they started talking about defensive player of the year. Yeah. And I'm like, as a D tackle, I said, oh well, that's a goal I want now. Yeah. And then I came back my fourth year and I accomplished that. So
all hard work.
But around my third year, I knew that I can do.
Well, you start throwing offensive linemen down with one hand and shit. They was coming in there and testing you every week.
Around that year, that's when I started getting a lot more double teams, and I was like, all right, now,
they tested a lot more too. That's so fucked up about the NFL. You come out, you pick a 300-pound man up, throw him down, they be testing you. Come on, buddy.
They tested me after the Super Bowl. I'm like, God damn, the season over.
They said, you just do 3 niggas on the ground and made a sack. We ain't seen that before. Come on, get in here, buddy. This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by SXM app. Subscribe now to get your first 3 months for free on the SXM app. Visit SiriusXM.com/$1 million offer to sign up. Offer details apply. Listen to SXM app at home or anywhere you are. No car required. Stream it all on your phone, online, or at home. 425 channels are waiting for you on the SXM app. Enjoy ad-free music for every genre and listen to your favorite artists and friends of the rap and hip-hop channels. Catch live play-by-play games for every major sport. I'm talking NFL. I'm talking NBA. I'm talking MLB. I'm talking NHL. And 24/7 sports talk from the biggest names in sports. Stay informed with world-class news from every angle. And listen, man, hear from the brightest stars in entertainment with original talk and exclusive comedy only on SXM app. Subscribe now. Get your first 3 months for free. SXM app. Visit SiriusXM.com/$1,000,000 offer to sign up. Offer details apply. Right. Hey, man, but listen, though. I just want to, we just want to give you flowers, man, because, you don't see, too many defensive players be on your level.
Next level.
Just to me, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the Lawrence Taylors. I'm talking about the Bruce Smiths. I'm talking about the Reggie Whites. I'm talking about that just dominate a game. Like, when you walk in the locker room, like, no, he's at the top of the board. No, we got to block him first. Yeah. Fuck everything else. Nothing else matter if we don't block this nigga. He's going to change the game. Yeah. So, man, I commend you, man, for just being the best player in the league as a defensive player. That's unheard of, man.
I appreciate that.
That's really unheard of. So for you and J.J. Watt to be able to make that happen, and that had to be the season he had like 22 sacks.
20 and a half sacks.
20, yeah.
He had 2 years with 20 and a half sacks, though.
Damn. That's
a lot.
That's a lot of sacks.
Now, who in the league pulled you to the side and sprinkled some game when you somebody that you call, you was able to call young coming up in the league that always gave you some good game, man?
It was a bunch of guys. I had guys like Chris Long that was there my rookie year, Will Hayes, Eugene Sims, Robert Quinn. There was a bunch of guys, man, that that schooled me to some things, let me know about some things, always pushed me, always motivated me to telling me like, man, you different, bro. You got it, man. You got it. You can be one of the greats. And at the time, you hear it, but you never know what it can really unfold and really grow into, and just seeing everything come full circle to where we at right now. And in this point of time, it's like surreal, man. Like, because I always tell people I always dream real big. I thought I dreamed big, but I really surpassed anything that I thought was I was going to
possible.
Like I promise you, like I never would have told you, like I couldn't tell you that I was going. I ain't going to sit there and talk about accolades, but the accolades I got, I ain't think that I would get them how I got them and be where I'm at and be able to play at that level. But that all comes from just hard work.
Absolutely.
I live off that, so it's just something that groomed into me that I try to instill into my kids. What I try to instill into players around me, young players around me, older players around me. Like when you work for something, you can accomplish things that you can't even imagine. So
when you playing, what quarterbacks talk the most trash to you?
Quarterback. I don't think no quarterbacks talk trash.
Damn,
they don't talk. They'll talk trash to you.
I never heard a quarterback talk trash because we usually the ones trying to hit them. So I can't even off the top of my head.
Phillip Rivers.
No, I played Rivers twice. He never said nothing to me.
He never said nothing to you?
He always showed love. So he never said nothing back to me. So I don't know.
What players talk the most trash?
You got some offensive linemen, some offensive tackles. It's typically ain't the guards that's gonna be saying because they over me. But you got offensive linemen, it's a couple of tackles that might say something here and there. Everybody trying to be tough.
I'm just saying, did anybody ever come in like, I'm gonna wear your ass out?
You had to straighten them out?
Say that to me?
Yeah.
He said no. He said no. I ain't never. Y'all know better than the league.
Because I be getting in my little moves when I might be having a day and I might get the little talking and they want to say something back, but it is what it is.
Oh, so he be starting the shit.
It's games where I don't stop talking. I have to keep talking a little bit. And
do that give you? Because some players, like Kevin Garnett, that got him going.
Yeah.
Me talking, some players, they can't play when they quiet. It's just, the game's just going by. They got to get themselves going. Like,
yeah, I ain't a guy that need to talk. It's just, if like we beating the team pretty bad or if I'm in mode and having one of them days, you got to bark a little. Yeah. You got to let them know, like, come on, man. Y'all know y'all can't block me one-on. You start talking a little trash. So that's just how it is, competition.
And that's interesting, though, that no quarterbacks, he said, no quarterbacks never talk.
I never heard, you heard somebody say a quarterback was talking trash before? I know people say Rivers be talking trash, but to a defensive lineman guy that's trying to hit you every play, I don't think they're going to want that.
No, they don't want that, huh?
That's just not just me. That's
what about the running backs?
Well, we had
niggas just scared of you, man.
We had Freeman. Freeman tried to talk. He talked stuff before. Tried to fight me before in the game, but that was about it, pretty much. So
See how he tried to fight me. I just held him back.
That's when he was in. That's what he was in Atlanta. I think what year was that?
Little Freeman too.
Yeah, Freeman, running back.
Because it's crazy though. Because when you watching the game, y'all make a tackle, y'all get up, you see the helmets like, but you can't hear nothing. But so it seems like y'all just be talking shit to each other all game.
He talks up, but I can't even tell you because sometimes I be blacked out. I can't even tell you half the things I say and how I be. It just you be in a moment. It's just what it is. So
Who the biggest trash talker on the Rams? Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen. I'll be out there looking. I'm like, hey, I need you. Lock in. The rapper like this, get him, Aaron. I'm like, hey, come on, bro. I need you. Come on. I got you, big bro. That's just his game.
He go crazy.
I always see him get people out their game, though. He's different.
Yeah.
He's different.
He said, you see his face, like, nigga, you know who talking about.
That's my dog.
Sometimes you got a real chill.
Jalen go crazy.
You got to, because he'll block out on something. I'm like, hey, bro, I need you. They said that's the last one. I got you, big bro. I got you. But that's
the last one.
But I see him get under people's skin to their point. They trying to fight him, and that's just how he do it, though. He got playing, keeping up, dominating them.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man, you trash, you this, you that, and
Yeah, you can see him talking.
that's just his game. Yeah. He don't even got the mouthpiece. Don't even wear it.
Yes,
he's talking.
Yeah, you don't wear no mouthpiece.
No, he got it. It just hanging.
He said he got the mouthpiece. Yeah, it do be hanging.
It just be dangling. I'm like, yeah, what you got it for, bro?
I never understood that. I never understood. You see a cornerback out there, he like this, and his mouthpiece hanging. It's like, bro, why you got the mouthpiece even on your helmet?
If you ain't gonna wear it.
Like, shout out to Jalen, though, man. That's my guy, man.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is also brought to you by one of my favorites, Roman Deli. One thing about this Roman Deli, it's easy to swallow pill. I'm talking about the taste. I'm simple, clean taste. This is a really easy way to support your physical activity, brain health, your immune system, and your heart health. No prescription required. You don't need I'm talking about you don't need no prescription. The Roman Deli is coated. I'm talking about coated with a slick coating of natural peppermint oil, so there's no unpleasant aftertaste. Remember, I'm talking about, you got to remember this. If you don't remember nothing. I'm talking about this supplement. This supplement is not a replacement for healthy diet, exercise, good sleep. You still got to go. I'm talking about you still got to go get your greens and get your steps in. I'm talking about all of that. I'm talking about, and guess what? These statements that I have made had not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, to treat, cure, or prevent any diseases.
Nothing.
Listen, right now you can start your day off right with $15 off your first order. What you need to go to getroman.com/daily-multivitamins. getroman.com/daily-multivitamin and get your first, I'm talking about off your first order, $15 off. What are you waiting for? Get Roman Deli.
You ain't officially said you're coming back. We would love to get that news right here, right now. Like, but
He's coming back. I already talked to him. I'm the head of the Rams Fan Club Association of America. I get all the stuff first.
We in good talks right now.
Good
I got
talks.
a lot of love with the Rams and the organization, and I had some conversations with Kroenke, Mr. Kroenke, the owner, with Sean, with Demoff, with Tony, with Sean, with some of the other veteran guys around. So it's looking like we can be back. So we good.
That's what I'm talking about. We good, baby.
Rams family, they going crazy right now. They losing their mind, right? He's coming back. Superman is coming back.
Superman.
Hey, listen. So, do you have any? Because Hall of Fame is coming. That's just
That's
first ballot.
That's easy.
Like,
That's easy.
That's just in 8 years too.
Crazy. It went fast, man, and it's a short amount of time too.
But that's why you gotta come back, man, because you physically look
But
good.
you said you got faster though.
Yeah, I'm faster. I just was with my guy Wednesday training, and I always asked him after I work out when I said, "What you think?" He texted me back like, "Well, you got about 3-5 more years in you. How you moving?" So I feel good. I really do feel good. I feel quick. I feel explosive. So I don't feel like I'm slowing down. And if anything, I feel like I'm getting faster. I feel like I'm in better shape. I keep telling people I get better with age, man. I don't slow down. I just feel like I'm getting that much stronger. I look better with age and all that. So I like getting older.
He threw the light skin shit out there.
I'm
sexy.
but you don't see. Listen, you don't see him in his post when he walking. They get that slow walk. He got the drip on. He coming through. You see the Lambo behind him. The diamonds all on. Like when he walk into the game walk. I got that shit on. I mean, like, yeah, I got that shit on. I'm dripping.
You see the lamb all in the back.
All that shit. The shit sparkling.
The silhouette.
The diamonds hitting. Shit all on his wrist. He coming through the joint like, yeah, I'm the shit.
Shout out Mo Diamonds. Man.
Yeah, Mo Diamonds. You heard it.
Shout out Mo Diamonds.
More diamonds. More diamonds. You know what I mean? He ain't playing.
Mo got him right, huh?
Yeah, but you know, like that locker room, man. How was that energy? Because a lot of people, everybody locker room different, man. What's the energy, man? Who's the one in there on the Rams is going around really hyping people up, going to people telling them, yeah, you that? Who's hyping people up in there?
Well, that's all the veteran guys. I think I'm gonna speak on this year. I think we had a real good group of guys. I know a lot of people was worried about like the high talent we was bringing, how that's gonna clash, but everybody like respect each other. Everybody was on the same page. Everybody was like, we had a real good locker room, man. We got good leaders, man. You know, you got Stafford, you had Big Witt, you had Vaughn that came to the mix, you had Odell that came into the mix, you had like a Robert Woods, a Cooper Kupp, myself, so Jalen, so Ramsey was big. So a lot of guys speak up when need to be spoke up, and guys listen, man. The young guys really follow the leaders, and the leaders we got really lead the right way too. So it's easy when you got a bunch of guys that's doing it how they supposed to do it at a high level. And then everybody's gonna follow with you. So when you got a bunch of guys like that, some good things can happen, and that's what happens. So
what's that playlist? That locker room playlist. Who's on that playlist?
Who y'all bumping when y'all getting ready?
When y'all getting ready in that locker room, that's playing because somebody grabbed the aux, somebody grabbed the
one of the young niggas grabbed the aux.
It be Nick Scott in there DJ. But I be in my own little vibe. I usually bang some Boosie, the old Boosie though. You know what I'm saying? So.
He be in the locker room for the game. INDEPED.
I be on that set it off. Man of a Maniac. So stuff like that, man. I'm on that old.
You guys know, but I'm talking about that locker room. Who's getting played outside of your play? We know what you got your earphones on.
They be playing everybody though. They play Dirk. They play NBA. Gunna sometimes. They mix it up. They play a little bit of everybody though. They really do. So they mix it up good. And
you ever had to take the all score from a young nigga?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey man, get that shit up, man.
Because sometimes before the game, like Rod Wave, that's my dog, but we ain't trying to cry before the game. We trying to, we trying to kill some. That's
Rob had you in your joint. Rob had you in the cuddle somewhere.
That man had me crying after the Super Bowl listening to Rod Wave in the sprinter, man. I'm like, damn, man. God, he got me. He got me.
He won a Super Bowl through Rod, or won a Super Bowl through Rod, or he had a sprinter.
Crying like a baby, man.
I mean, he remixed Rod Wave's song. He could do a whole song off of crying. Rod, shout out to Rod Wave, man, doing his thing, man. That's great. But it's like, because that sound is really important, man. But like, we know next year, we know what's going on, man. I just want everybody to know, like, because he told me, like, when I walked in, he seen me, he said, man, you're the #1 fan of the Rams, man. I just want to put that out there to people. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this because I got established stuff. I DM'd Tom Brady, but I don't know if he read it. Because I told him because a lot of stuff with teams, y'all gotta earn my trust. I'm not sitting there waiting and all that stuff, and they earn my trust.
But you're not being a real fan.
I am.
You wait till the playoffs to pick what
team.
team.
You wait till whoever wins.
I was on the streets. Listen, he gotta understand, man. I almost got beat up in Philly. I'm running around in Philly holding it down. Being how you from Philly and you the captain of the
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, no, Tampa Bay. That was my old squad. That was because our crowd at the you remember
Super Bowl last year.
You was mad at me.
So when we played Tampa, who would you cheering for, Tampa or us?
Oh no, I wasn't. I was neutral at that time because I had something to do.
But you was cheering for Tampa.
No, because when I went to my closet, both of y'all jerseys was there. I'm like, which one
did you wear?
Huh?
Which one you wear?
The Tampa Bay.
No, I didn't.
Keep it real. Keep it real.
Keep it real, nigga. You like look at his face.
Front of the cameras
look
right
at his face.
Oh, that's crazy.
I won Tampa. Listen, I wore Tampa Bay. Listen, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just letting you know because everybody know. Y'all was if things wouldn't have went right, man. Listen, man. Gil already know I had my video queued up.
Look. Watch this video. We gonna play it over here too.
I had my video queued up, man. Because a lot of times
this how much of a loser he is.
No, I'm just saying. And you gonna see the date.
If y'all would have lost, he already had a video queued up for the next day with his San Francisco jersey on. Wow. He's a loser.
No, I didn't have that one. I had something else.
Man, you ain't solid then, man.
Look at this.
Hold on, let me play this. I'm gonna hook this up because I want you because it's deep, man. Like y'all teams be getting a little out of hand. Y'all don't be respecting the fan to be realizing like y'all gotta earn people trust. Here go my joint right here.
That's crazy.
No,
man.
listen. You gotta understand this.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm with y'all. Listen,
That just hurt me right there.
But listen,
man.
I'm still listen. See,
Damn,
but
man.
listen, I gotta explain, man. A lot of y'all teams disappoint me, man, during my journey.
And we was gonna make you a sandwich and all. You did that, man.
I'm just saying, no, listen. It's hard to explain, man. I had to be with the winners, man. I'm sorry, man.
He never got a chance to put the video out because they lost. So he still got it in his phone.
You need to delete that, man.
No, but I did. Z sent it back to me. But I'm gonna just say this, man. I really think you made that video and sent it to me. It was somebody sent that to me, man. I wasn't, you see my listen. He seen my thing because that morning. Y'all don't win the game if I don't come out and do my speech to y'all that morning. I did a big speech and it was like
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I did a big speech I did that big speech.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter.
According to the latest research, 90% of employees plan to make enhancing their employee experience a top priority in 2022. After all, a happy workplace is the key to attracting and keeping great employees. And if you need to add more employees to your team, ZipRecruiter. The matching technology helps you find the right people for your roles fast and right now, and you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/game. ZipRecruiter uses a powerful technology to find and match the right candidates for your job. Then it proactively presents these candidates to you. You can easily review these recommended candidates and invite your top choices to apply for your job, which encourages them to apply faster. ZipRecruiter technology is also effective in 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter gets a quality candidate within the first 24 hours. So, if you need the best employees for your company, ZipRecruiter is where it's at. To find the right employees for your workplace, ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at an exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/game. GAME. That's ZipRecruiter.com/game. The smartest way to hire. Right. Let me ask you this, AD. Being in the league, being, in a relationship, what's the hardest thing about being in a relationship, being a father, and being a pro athlete?
You married.
Yeah, I'm married.
You married.
Being a husband. I didn't know if he was, so I don't want to throw that out there, but being married, being a father, and being a pro athlete, man.
What's the hardest thing?
What's the hardest thing?
For me personally, it's been waiting for my kids. My 2 oldest kids, my 8-year-old and my 5-year-old. They in Pittsburgh. So for me personally, that's the only thing that's like really tough to me. Leaving them and like. There's months I only might see them 3 times in 1 month. I feel like I'm missing a lot.
Right.
So for me personally, that's a lot of things that I dealt with that was like stressful and put me in a bad place at times. And having my wife to like pick me up and help me get through that was big for me because there was times where I was down, man, and like even Sean had to talk to me a couple of times because a lot of people just they felt the energy, they seen it when I was at work. It was just I was in a bad place, man. So. If anything, it's for sure that. So
absolutely, because I guess that's for all athletes, huh? Pretty much.
I can't speak for everybody.
Because you can't be around your family a lot. You know what I mean? You got to go to work. You got to be on the road. You got, especially in the NBA.
Yeah.
God damn, you got 40-something road games. You ain't never home. So, I guess that would be the answer for a lot of athletes.
How was recovery for you?
Oh, recovery is huge. Definitely when you get older. Like I always say, like I'm 30 years old, about to be 31 in May. Like I'm playing the kids game right now. So them aches and pains, I gotta stay on top of that as far as massages weekly, multiple massages a week, chiropractor, treatment after every practice. Even if I'm not hurt, just go in there, just rehab something. If that's doing some extra stuff with my knee, my foot, my ankle, whatever it is, anything that I feel any little tweak with. I'm gonna take care of that because that stuff can linger on a whole year, and that's when it can slow you down. So that's huge. That's when being an older guy playing in this league, you start noticing that a lot. Like, I remember when I was 25. I
ain't feel shit, huh?
I hit my knee. That's gone the next day. Now that thing gonna linger about 4 or 5 days. Now I gotta take care of that. It's different. It's different for sure.
He was 25. He was right in the building, right out. 31. He like. I feel a little twitchiness in my pinky, though. Could y'all fix that?
Yeah, you be
That's
on
the
it.
truth, though. Any little ache and pains, you got to take care of, man, because You don't want that to linger through a whole year. Definitely having 17 games now, so plus playoffs, plus
How
the
y'all
Super
feel
Bowl.
about that?
I wasn't a fan of it, but it worked out this year for us. So I don't mind. It is what it
Because
is.
it's like, damn, y'all already got like 16 weeks. Why y'all gonna put another game on this? But it's all about money, man.
Yeah, that's it is. It is, but it's an extra paycheck for us. So
He ain't complaining.
We good.
He said, I ain't complaining. Shit. I need that paper. You know what I mean? Sock it to my pocket like a rocket. Shit. You know what I mean? Y'all ever need like some backup, I come through. I could do a little something. Clean the locker room or something. Shit, I
You
clean.
used to clean the showers at the prison.
I'm just saying, I ain't saying it like that. I'm just saying they might need a little mopping and sweeping and shit like that.
What he did?
I ain't talking about
He
no.
cleaned the, you ain't know that?
What he did? What?
He was a lifeguard in the prison showers.
Yeah,
Yes, he
get
did.
outta here,
Yeah.
bro. Don't believe it.
Did you used to clean the showers?
No.
Wait, you already said you cleaned the shower.
No, I thought you was talking about lifeguard. A lifeguard.
10
No, no.
podcasts.
You said lifeguard. You said
said-
lifeguard. No, I wasn't a lifeguard, but I cleaned the showers. I mean,
What type of job is that?
no, squeegee.
I ain't never been locked up, so I don't know.
see, I'm doing the squeegee joint. You know what I mean? That's all, man.
and now you come from prison from cleaning showers. Now you sit here talking. If y'all ever need me, come through clean the showers.
No, they pay a lot of money. The NBA joint is like a lot of money.
What?
all the things you could have asked for. Huh?
And right. He
No, I
asked
ain't
for
say the shower. I never said the shower.
He asked it for a job.
I'm talking about the manager.
The water boy, the ball boy, he said the shower.
No, I said.
He don't even want to be on the field when they playing. No, I just want to pick up y'all dirty socks and shit, drawers, and sweaty pads when y'all
I
get
ain't say
done.
that. I ain't say I was gonna be the manager. Like I had somebody else do it. I was gonna manage.
No, now
it.
you add jobs on to
I'm
your
just saying,
job.
man.
You
Come on,
asked,
man.
could you do this? Now when we expose you, no, I was going to be the manager that gave out instructions. No, you was going to be in there. AD, you done with these?
No,
this
I'm just
cup?
saying.
You done with this cup?
No. Gotta make sure the player's cool. I gotta make sure the player.
He in there smelling Jalen Ramsey cup. You finished with this?
I'm just trying to make sure the player's cool, man.
Smells like spicy
For the team.
nuts.
Get the fuck out of here. That's you. That's you, man. Can't wait. One of the Eagles player. Joel Embiid, man, you would love to clean the locker room. Joel Embiid locker room. You groupie.
I am a Sixers fan. I
You're a
am.
groupie. You're a
I'm a
groupie.
Sixers. I'm a Eagles. I'm a Flyers. I'm a Philadelphia Soul. I'm a Temple, LaSalle, Penn State.
Steelers was your team growing up, was they?
It was.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black.
I'm still a Steelers fan until we got to play them.
How you got to be a Steelers? You can't do that. See, you ready to get banned from the team. You ready to cut you up, ready to trade you. You can't do shit like that. Now you talking about me. So you can.
I'm born and raised in Pittsburgh. I grew up watching Pittsburgh.
But damn,
I don't just dislike the Steelers. That I still want to see them do good. I would love to play them in the Super Bowl one day, but until we play them, I'll watch them and cheer for them. But when we play them, it's a different story.
Damn. I gotta look at the menu and see if he get away with that shit. Because Rams Nation, we not going for the LA. Listen, man, we gonna talk. LA, we gotta talk. He liking the team, like and you playing. I don't know about that. You can't be liking the team.
This nigga said I gotta look at the manual, see if he
No,
get
because I
away
don't know
with
if that's a
that
violation.
I played
That-
the Steelers twice in my career.
I know,
One time
but
when
you
I
can
was in
play
St.
them,
Louis,
but-
one time here.
You playing them, and I don't know. You liking them at the same time. I don't know if you ain't play as hard as you supposed to play during them games.
We did work.
You know what I mean? See,
We
we
made
gotta have a meeting. The union, the fans union. We gotta have a meeting about this shit. Man, I gotta get into this.
Stupid as hell.
No, because I don't understand that, man.
Hey, man, this motherfuckers that play in the league that come from Philadelphia that still like the Eagles, man.
No, you can't do that.
Why can't you do that?
If you do that, you're not really. We don't know if you're 100% with the team no more. We don't know if you know what I mean. It might be some other shit going on. I don't know. You know what I mean? You probably could have been won the chip. You ain't probably because you was liking this team. Your mind wasn't right. I don't know.
I was holding back all them.
Yeah,
years.
you wasn't playing
shit.
100%.
That's probably what it was.
We gotta do the research on
No,
that.
you
shit.
see the way he pointed at that motherfucker finger. He wanted that ring.
Yeah.
He went crazy. Yeah, he went crazy.
I was like, get that nigga a ring.
I was
Hurry
due,
up.
man. I
He
was
don't
due.
want no ring
He
from.
would've-
He
he
don't
would've
want one of the puppies from Mo Jewelers.
Yeah, he don't want but Mo Jeweler. That shit cool, but
he want that motherfucker with the NFL joint
I
on.
want that thing to sit on it just like that too.
damn, that joint
And
be
they
husky.
husky, ain't
Yeah.
they? They
I
so
ain't see
husky.
it yet. We ain't designed it or nothing.
But
so we
but
can see.
you just know the
He like, I
Super
want,
Bowl
he like, I
rings.
want my shit now.
Like they couldn't bring you back no weak ass Super Bowl ring. It gotta have emeralds and pearls and diamonds and
I'm
swirls.
gonna tell her I need that motherfucker just like that. That big one, my mother for me.
Oh, do the water boy get a ring too?
I think everybody get a ring.
Oh shit, man.
Everybody get a ring.
I should have been signed up, man. I'd have had a ring, cuz.
No. Hold on, wait.
I think everybody in the organization get a ring. I think they get.
Because
everybody
you've
get a
been
ring. I'm
water
pretty
boys
sure.
for a lot of teams for free.
This is my first time winning the Super Bowl, but I'm pretty sure when they were saying they think everybody get something.
You know- I mean-
Wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me the regular worker who worked in the locker room
Well, they help accomplish that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they get a
teamwork
ring.
make the dream work. That's why I told you I was
get
trying
a
to be
ring.
the
They get a
manager of the
ring.
locker room. I had a ring. See,
Yeah,
you ain't even know.
I'm pretty
You didn't even
sure.
know what I was putting together.
No, you would have been
I'm
in
pretty
AD.
sure-
Can you sign this cup for me? I appreciate you, man.
That's why I told you, man. I was trying to get the locker room. Yo, get you a locker room job. You get a ring. Telling you, I'm schooling y'all. That's $1 million every game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody get a ring.
Everybody, the
I
water
didn't
boys.
see. I didn't know that.
Because they accomplished the goal. The teamwork made the dream. This shit ain't happening if it ain't for the water boy.
So, damn. That I'm gonna keep it all the way real. That's the only time the water boy really a winner.
Oh, water boys is winning their.
No. Dog, when you a water boy and you got a fucking Super Bowl.
The water people usually the trainers and stuff that work in the training.
Oh, all right, yeah, they ain't like the regular water boys that we think about in high school.
Nah,
and shit.
it ain't that just
They
the
be
guy.
real
Yeah,
trainers.
cause you mad
man.
because you was a water boy for Embiid just at a game. Hey, here you go, champ. Here you go.
First
You
of
done
all-
been water boy for boxers here,
First of
champ.
all, I wasn't a water boy. I was just sitting close to the bench, and he needed something.
I remember we was at a
Gave
fight.
it to him,
I remember we was at a fight. Boots Ennis. He was fighting. He just jumped in the court and splashed water. All right, champ. I'm like, yo, what you doing, man? You on the sideline? You been a lot of people water boys, man.
It's cool. One thing I know is I know how to help somebody get to where they.
Well, that's what I'm doing if I'm managing
Where
the
they
locker
going.
room.
You feel
If
what
I'm
I'm
managing the locker room, I'm helping people, man. Damn, you was hating on me. I'm trying to get a ring, man.
I'm just mad that you got up here and asked this man, could he get you a water boy job about all the shit he got going
I
on?
knew about the ring. I'm telling. See, I ain't want to put it all out there because I ain't want anybody to know.
Man, I
He
got you.
spilled the
I
beans.
can make you want a job, man. I got you. I can make
No,
something.
I just want my ring. I'm just saying. I did all the stuff. All right, I'm getting a ring. All the shit I did because if I didn't do what I was doing for y'all wouldn't have won.
Even though you was cheering for the damn Tampa Bay and making videos. For
Oh, no,
With the Bengals. Oh, we gonna pull that joint up and show it.
Like, cause me, Tom Brady, we got history. Patriots, that was my squad. So it's a lot of his Eagles. Now, Eagles, y'all had that. We had the shot. I was at the parade with you crying. Y'all won my trust that year. Eagles won my trust that year. And y'all ain't been
That
shit.
should be a team. You from Philly?
No, that ain't how it go. I deal with winners. They lost. I don't fuck me. I'm from Philly. They not. We winners right now. He's a loser. Why would I be with them and we winners?
He said we winners.
We winners, man. I'm not all that. You know what I mean? Just because you want to be with the Steelers, we got to still do some investigation on that. Investigating team. We got to know what's going on because he want to still be. Like, come on, man. They losers, man. Like, what are you doing?
Well, they won a couple bowls.
And it's over with. It's over. They was my squad back then too when they won. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, Roethlisberger and all his name. Yeah, my
Hey,
man.
who was the hardest part about growing up, coming out of Pittsburgh, man?
Well, you growing up in the inner city of Pittsburgh, there's a lot of temptations, a lot of different things that pull you this way, that way. I had a lot of friends that was in the mix of a lot of things, in and out of jails. A lot of friends that was murdered.
I'm talking about there's a lot of Pittsburgh dudes I was in prison with. A lot of
Yeah,
them.
let me ask you this: Why do the Pittsburgh niggas in prison grab the bottom of niggas' pants?
Trying to lock it up.
Yeah.
Oh, they throw you in the air.
They say Philly got like to throw hands.
They
like to
grab
throw
them.
hands.
They
used to say that.
wrestlers. They used to wrestle.
They tell us that
They grab them. They grab them cuffs. You in the air. You meet God.
we wrestle out here. We wrestle out here.
A Pittsburgh nigga.
No, you meet God. No, I seen it happen.
No,
I seen it happen.
No, you explain that too good. You
meet
grab
God.
you meet God.
Yeah, you meet God. That nigga grab them, Joe. All that. You trying to put it together. They dip down. Wham. You in the air.
Yeah, a couple of my homies should
Yup, you flying.
Tell me stuff about
American
that.
Air. Delta.
That's funny as hell. That's
Yup,
funny as
Emirates,
hell.
yeah, JetBlue, all that. PJ, you in the air. I'm just being serious, man. I seen it happen. After that, I said, I ain't fucking with them niggas.
Hey, a nigga in jail told me that though. He said no, because the Philly niggas, they them niggas
Yeah,
could
that's
rumble.
what they
He
said.
said, but
They
the
throw hands.
Pittsburgh niggas was
A lot of
wrestling.
dudes could have went. Man, I was in prison with a lot of dudes that had scholarships to go to universities about that shit.
I had homies that had scholarships or
Big time
had the ability
scholarships.
to be where I'm-
D1s.
Yes, 100%, and just
major. That was
But,
a whole
but that's
nother-
the thing. It's temptations, man. I was always raised to be an alpha, so I was always raised to lead. So I had a couple friends that was doing this and doing that, and I was like, yeah, I did. Don't get it. I did little bonehead stuff, not to glorify it, but I just happened to never get myself in no trouble to the point where. I wouldn't be where I'm at today, but for the most part, I was just always a leader. And then I had a lot of my friends was doing stuff, but they always knew what I was doing. They was like, "Nah, man, we about to do this.
Right.
You gotta get away from me right now." Type
Right.
stuff. So, but just being around them got me in some stuff a couple times growing up. But just being an alpha, being smart, knowing what I wanted. I see them, pulling up in certain cars. It's like, damn, maybe I want to get there. Right now. But it was worth the wait.
You like, it's
where I'm
coming
at
in
now.
4 years.
It's coming.
Yeah, facts though. It came how it's supposed to come, and I'm happy I waited for my time, and we here now. So
Your biggest influence to keep you out of the streets?
my biggest influence,
Pop?
Yeah, my dad. My dad was. See, I was always a guy like, you do something, you be like, damn, if I get caught, I'm gonna go to jail. Like, if I get caught, my dad's gonna whoop my ass. So it was always my dad. He was like the ultimate alpha male to us. So it was like that's who we looked up to. That's who we tried to, imitate and be like to the most part, and not to the full extent to what he did, but. We just,
And you knew he was strong, so you couldn't play with him.
Yeah. So when Pop says something, you're like, yes, sir. No, sir. You know what I mean? You listen.
You seen the 1-arm push-ups 4:30 in the morning. They playing with old head.
But yeah, man, I had somebody in my own household to look up to. Had an older brother that I looked up to, older sister. So
that's
my
beautiful.
Mom, so I was
that's
just
beautiful,
with
man.
family.
Yeah.
That's beautiful when you don't got to go out the household to have a role model, man.
It is.
It's major.
You know what I'm saying? Your brother played football too?
Yeah, he did. He played at Toledo. He went to Cleveland as a free agent. Banged his shoulder up, and he ain't played since.
So your brother was in the league for a second. Okay, cool. That's what's up, man. I never even knew that, man.
That's what it's about, man.
But it all a lot of times with life, when you got somebody as a role model to look up to give you an example of what you could be, a lot of times those be the kids that flourish the best.
Yeah.
Because I had my brother to look up to. My brother was the man. He was so. A lot of times, your whole life, you really training to be better than your brother. Yeah. Because your brother, the man, you like, damn.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? You really training to be. That's your competition.
That's
Even though that's not your competition, that's your competition because you like, damn, my brother getting praised for, yeah, man. So you want to be better than your brother, and then a lot of times you end up being better than your brother.
I was always in my brother's shadow growing up. I was always called, my brother's name's Archie, like Little Archie. Archie.
That's Little Arch.
And I was like, I'm ready to make my own name. And I was able to create my own name once I went to college and become, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it is though. But like with my foundation, AD99 Solutions, that's one of the things I try to do with these kids, just have role models and, tutoring and things like that, because not everybody got that household strong. So me having an opportunity to let them train with me, work out with me just go there, talk to them, vibe with them, FaceTime them, that go a long way, man. That can motivate them big time, because I'm somebody that they can see, somebody they can touch. So, that's all the motivation you need sometimes to stay on the right path. And it's not always about sports. Sports ain't going to last forever.
Nah.
Not everybody's going to make it to the league.
Nah.
But if I can help these kids to put them in position to be successful in whatever the field they want to do, if that's accomplishing being a teacher, we did our job. It's about more than sports, man. It's about trying to have them a seed in life and accomplish great things beyond sports. So it's a blessing. Sports is just it was a start, but it's able to branch off and create so much from it and be a role model to so many, to the point when I talk, these kids listen, and it means something, because it's definitely been in the inner city, man. It's too easy to mess up. It's too easy to get yourself in trouble, man. It's a lot harder than when you gotta go and you really want to work for it, and you really grinding for it, because you can accomplish things that I keep saying that you only can imagine and dream about, that you can surpass if you really work for it. So just trying to instill that into these kids, and trying to be a role model in all type of different ways for them. So
yeah,
that's what it's about, man.
That's what it's about, man. Well, shit, man. We just want to appreciate you, man, for letting us come down, get you. Love you. We've been trying to get you forever, though, but you've been busy. We know you do 17 workouts a day, 42 protein shakes. We understand. So, 42. Man, but we want to thank you, man, for letting us come down, man.
Yes.
Being a part of your world for an hour.
Yes.
And just motivating the youth. You know what I'm saying? Giving them some game, motivating them, and even to the young, D tackles and D linemen out there, giving them some game on how you took your shit to the next level and what you got to do to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And how you knew who you was as a young person, and your homies was doing this, but I was doing this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that is important, because a lot of y'all got bright futures out there, and it only take that one time, man, to fuck your whole life up, man.
Facts.
That one time. So know who you are, man. If you don't know who you are, sit down, look yourself in the mirror, and try to figure it out, man. And be a leader. That's the most biggest thing he said today was, I was an alpha male, man. So I knew who I was. I was a leader. I really wasn't following niggas. I knew what I was. I knew where I was going. You know what I'm saying? So take that game and run with it. To all the youth out there, AD, man, we just want to Tell you,
Yes,
man,
sir.
we appreciate you, man. Super Bowl champion, man.
Champs, baby. We the champs.
Yo, go
We the champs, not you.
the fuck out. Go get another one, man. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Unless you're playing the Eagles.
Well, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Much love, man.
This is big, man. Like I said, winning the Super Bowl give you a lot of different opportunities, and to be sitting here with you guys right now on this show, getting to speak and just get my voice out there to the youth and just vibe with you guys, man.
That's what it's about.
It means something to me, so I appreciate you guys. So
Much love, man.
yep,
AD, Super Bowl champ,
world champ.
world champ.
World.
What? Yeah, in his 8th year. And he coming back. It's just like that, right?